The glass doors of Chen Industries gleamed in the Hong Kong sunset as Maria Torres adjusted her cleaning cart. For 3 years, she'd scrubbed these marble floors, invisible to the executives who rushed past. Her son, Marcus, waited in the break room, doing homework while she finished her shift. Miss Torres. The booming voice belonged to Victor Chen, the company's founder. At 6:05, he commanded every room he entered. Come to my office. Bring that boy of yours. Maria's heart raced. Had Marcus touched something he shouldn't have? She found him surrounded by crumpled papers, writing furiously. In Victor's opulent office, the old man sat behind a mahogany desk, flanked by his daughter Sophia and son-in-law Derek, both wearing expressions of barely concealed contempt. Your son, Victor began, gesturing at 12-year-old Marcus, was in the conference room. Near confidential documents. Sir, I only asked if I could read the Chinese characters on the wall scroll, Marcus said quietly. I'm learning Mandarin online. Derek snorted. The cleaning lady's kid, learning Chinese? Please. Victor's eyes narrowed. You can read it. Marcus nodded. It's a poem about perseverance. The calligraphy is beautiful. The room fell silent. Victor leaned forward. We have a critical contract, $30 million, with a Beijing manufacturing firm. They sent revisions this morning. Our translator quit yesterday, and we need this finalized by tomorrow morning. He pulled out a thick document covered in Chinese characters. If you can translate this accurately by 8 a.m., I'll pay for your entire university education. Any school you want. Sophia laughed sharply. Father, this is absurd. He's a child. And what if he fails? Derek interrupted, smirking. What's the penalty? Victor's face hardened with the cruelty of a man who'd built an empire by crushing competitors. If he fails, his mother is fired. Immediately. No severance. Victor, no, Maria gasped. Sir, that's not fair to my mom, Marcus said, his voice steady despite his trembling hands. Life isn't fair, boy. This is how business works. High stakes, high rewards. Victor tossed the document across the desk. Well, do you accept or not? Maria wanted to refuse, to grab her son and run. But she saw something in Marcus's eyes, not fear, but determination. I'll do it, Marcus said. You have until 8 a.m. Conference room B is yours. Don't disappoint me. That night, Maria brought Marcus coffee and snacks as he hunched over the document, filling page after page with translations. She wanted to help but couldn't read Chinese. Around midnight, she dozed in a chair while Marcus continued working. At 3 a.m., Marcus shook her awake, panic in his eyes. Mom, there's a section I can't figure out. The legal terminology is beyond what I've learned. I've searched online but... His voice cracked. I'm so sorry. Maria held him. Baby, you tried your best. We'll find another job. No. Marcus pulled away, wiping his eyes. There has to be a way. He returned to his laptop, reaching out to online language forums, emailing Chinese students he'd met in learning apps, begging for help. An undergraduate from Shanghai responded at 4 a.m., helping him decode the complex legal clauses. By 6 a.m., Marcus had a complete translation. He spent the remaining time checking and rechecking every character, every comma. At 7:55 a.m., Victor Chen strode into the conference room, Sophia and Derek trailing behind. Marcus stood beside a neat stack of papers, his eyes red from exhaustion but his spine straight. Well, Victor snatched the translation and began reading. His expression remained unreadable. Derek whispered loudly to Sophia, "This will be entertaining." The kid probably used Google Translate. Victor finished the first page. Then the second. He pulled out his phone, dialing rapidly. Li Wei? Yes, I'm sending you a translation. I need verification immediately. He photographed several pages and sent them. The room waited in suffocating silence. Maria stood behind her son, hands on his shoulders. Victor's phone rang. He answered, listened, and his face transformed from stone to shock. You're certain? Every section? Perfect. He hung up slowly. Li Wei is a professor of linguistics at Tsinghua University, and a personal friend, Victor said quietly. He says this is the most accurate translation he's seen from our company. The legal terminology is flawless. The cultural nuances are preserved. He looked at Marcus as if seeing him for the first time. How old are you? 12, sir. 12. Victor set down the papers carefully. When I was 12, I was working in my father's restaurant, too proud to admit I couldn't read. I thought intelligence was something you were born with, that people were either smart or they weren't. He glanced at his daughter and son-in-law. I thought success meant you could humiliate others without consequence. Sophia shifted uncomfortably. Victor continued, I built this company through ruthlessness. I crushed competitors. I looked down on anyone I deemed beneath me. His voice grew rough. My father died thinking I was ashamed of him because he was just a cook. I never told him. He cleared his throat. This boy spent the night teaching me something I should have learned decades ago. Real strength isn't about power or wealth. It's about determination. Humility. The courage to try even when the odds are impossible. He opened his desk drawer and pulled out a checkbook. Marcus Torres, I'm establishing an educational fund in your name. Full scholarship to any university, any graduate program you choose. Additionally, your mother will be promoted to facilities director with an immediate 200% salary increase. Maria gasped. Marcus stood frozen. But that's not all. Victor turned to his daughter. Sophia, effective immediately, you're no longer CFO. You'll work as an analyst, a junior position, until you learn humility. Derek, you're terminated. Clear out your office today. Father, you can't, Sophia began. I can, and I have. You both stood here last night ready to watch a child fail, to see his mother destroyed, and you enjoyed it. That poison has no place in my company anymore. Victor's voice was steel. Maybe in time, you'll understand what this boy already knows, that everyone deserves respect, regardless of their job or background. He extended his hand to Marcus. Thank you for the lesson, son. I won't forget it. 3 months later, Marcus started an after-school program teaching Mandarin to underprivileged children. Maria ran Chen Industries' facilities department with quiet efficiency, earning the respect of every employee. And Victor Chen rewrote his company's mission statement to include one line, excellence comes from those who work hardest, not those who start highest. The lesson wasn't just about translation. It was about recognizing that brilliance exists everywhere, often in the places we're too blind or too proud to look.
Hello everyone. If you are enjoying this video and finding it helpful, don't forget to support our channel. Please subscribe to our channel, press the like button, and share this video with your friends and family. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming videos. We regularly upload amazing, informative, and entertaining content just for you. Your support means a lot to us and motivates us to bring even better content in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and welcome to our growing community.